Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Doris and this is Inala Trends. In today's episode, I decided to take you guys on a talk on my experience with tokophobia, the fear of childbirth. A lot of women have this fear. A lot are open about it. Some other people don't talk about it because people will see them as not woman enough. But this is something I've had to battle with, and it's something I hope I'm able to get over. So this episode, I'm going to share how it started and all that. Oh, I hope a lot of you are out there are able to contribute, are able to learn something maybe, and then forget about the pregnancy. It's not real. It will be real someday, but it's not. Let's get straight into the video. Thanks for coming. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Doris and this is Inala Trends. Thanks for joining me. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button and hit on the bell to get notifications anytime I upload. And if you're coming back here, how have you guys been? Thanks for always supporting and I love you. So on today's episode, I'm basically talking about my experience with tokophobia, the fear of childbirth. Whew. I hope I'm able to do this because barely talking about it really gives me the chills. Thanks for your support and the feedback from my previous video, the one on menstrual cramps. I explained the pain, the mood swings, and everything that comes up with it, and I asked for advices on menstrual cups and tampons and other remedies that could be able to cure menstrual cramps. I really appreciate, and they said menstrual cups and tampons are a no-no because of the complexities and the complications that come with it. Which camera am I supposed to be looking at? This one or this? I'm looking at both of you. Victor is not here with us today. He's busy, and I hope and I promise to get him on the video. He made one suggestion. Okay, a new video will be coming up for me and Victor. Maybe the next time I post. But that being said, let's move into this episode, tokophobia. A lot of people might have these experiences and some other people might not think about it. So I'm giving my own experience and this is going to happen someday. And I know this is something I'm supposed to come to terms with. But I have always had the fear of childbirth. So I've had issues with tokophobia since forever. I can't tell when it started, but all I can say is that whenever people are talking about pregnancy, childbirth, and all that, I usually get this feeling when it's like my bones begin to stiffen. I just start feeling very uncomfortable, and I'm like, change the topic, or I find a way to leave the room. My present roommates have experienced that. I have to overcome this because it's something something that will happen to me. There's no two way about it. It's something that is going to happen. So I was like, okay, let me see a video on YouTube on childbirth and how the whole thing happens. Watching that video was the worst thing, one of the worst things I've done in my life because it's just here in my head. And every time I hear people talking about their experiences, or I just see a pregnant woman maybe squatting or bending down, I'm like I feel the pain on their behalf. The worst thing that can happen to someone is being pregnant and not being mobile. I think it's another thing that makes me more scared of childbirth. You can imagine being pregnant and then you're on a bike. Oh Lord. And you're on a very bad road, potholes and all that. from what people have been saying, most of when I ask people what's the pain like, what's the experience like, and then they start telling me childbirth is a beautiful thing. Like, that is not what I asked you. What I'm asking is, what is the pain like? Rate it from 1 to 10. I think it's painful for everybody. And then there's the option of epidural, and C-section. C-section. The fact is, there is still pain. C-section is not going to heal. You're not going to feel the pain after you wake up. Epidural, when the whole, whatever they call it, that stops the pain, when the whole of that is over, you don't still feel the pain. So I think there's no two way about it. There's still that pain there. So there's no talking you out of it and telling me childbirth is a beautiful thing. And other things I've heard people say is that most times after you put to bed, with the whole pain, with the whole shouting and pushing, that the moment you see your baby, you forget about the pain. Okay, about experiences I've heard is the issue of cut or tear. I have watched my puppy, my dog, put to bed. I've even helped her put to bed before. Not one dog, yeah. Some of the dogs I've had, I've helped them put to bed before. And I don't think I've ever noticed what they call first degree, second degree, and third degree tear. I'm like, why is it just for human beings? Why? Sorry guys, this is quite difficult for me to do. Like, if the pictures in my head. I complained to some people. I spoke to them about the whole tokophobia and how I feel about it, even staying beside a pregnant woman and seeing her doing some things, or maybe she just tries to, anything she just feels get to me. I don't know how to explain it, but if you are experiencing, or if you have these fears, if you experience tokophobia, you will know what I'm trying to say. Or it might be different for everybody, but for me, every time I see a pregnant woman and she's doing something difficult, I kind of, whenever human beings, whenever they give birth, there is always a tear, first degree tear and second degree tear, and that those tears do not just go. Sometimes the doctor has to stitch you, and after stitching you, when you get home and you're trying to pee or to poop, the pain. The bad side to having tokophobia is that it gives you anxiety and makes you tense and pressure. And from what I've heard, from what doctors have been saying, they say being tensed or being scared is not good for a pregnant woman or a woman in labor. That it makes your blood pressure high, and that's why most times whenever someone wants to give birth, whenever someone is in labor or is in the delivery ward, they check the blood pressure to make sure the person is stable enough. Okay, I've seen it in movies, and from the movies I've watched, I think that's one thing I admire about childbirth, is that they allow your husband to be with you. But in Nigerian hospital, oh girl, who knows your husband? Who cares about your husband? I am going to look for a hospital that will allow my husband in. I will just find a hospital that will allow my husband to be with me during labor, throughout the whole process, so that when he's like calming me down, he's like, babes, calm down, I'll be like, you want to see some crazy? But I will really appreciate if my husband is there with me through the whole process. Does that make sense? To help with the labor pain, to help open up your pelvis, that during what trimester, maybe the third or second trimester, you start doing some exercises like safe squats, some exercises that will just expand and open up your pelvis, so that when it's time to deliver, it's kind of easier for you to push. And some other people don't believe in pushing. They believe the body understands the process is going through, and what you should do is you should just observe the contraction, and then you should just maintain and let the body let it out. You understand what I'm saying? You should just let the body, I think the body knows how to, when it's time to push the baby out. The pelvis keeps expanding until it lets the baby out. I can't remember how she explained it, but it was, I think she didn't have any tear, or the tear was very little, something like that. I heard that the doctor sometimes cuts you, huh? Oh Lord. Say the doctor sometimes helps. Whew. Okay, I think we shouldn't talk about those very serious part, but tokophobia is something that is real, and a lot of women are going through it. They said therapy would help, but what would therapy do? They tell me just imagine, well, I don't know, I can't say, maybe they'll tell you just imagine you're going to get a gift, and then the pain is necessary. I'm talking rubbish, sorry. Whichever way it is, I hope therapy helps, because I don't know what you say to me that makes me feel like the pain is going to be beautiful or it's going to be less. But it is what it is. Thanks to all of you who have been honest with me to tell me, no, this thing is not like this, or this thing is scary, or this thing is... God bless you. And to all of you who have been telling me it's a beautiful thing. Well done, Auntie Beauty. One funny thing I heard was, your husband will love you more when you are pregnant. My husband will love me more. He has to love me more. He has to love me more, because he is grateful he's not the one in that position. He shouldn't love me. See me in that condition, he shouldn't love me. He wanna see some crazy. So help us God. Amen. But then thanks for being honest with me, for telling me how everything is, even though it's not everything you've told me. Thanks for opening up to me on some things, and I do hope that over time I'm able to get over this here. If you have gone through childbirth and delivery, and maybe you had tokophobia before that, please can you comment down below, drop a comment in the comment section on how you were able to pull through and what you did to help you, so that you can help me and some other people out there. And if you think, and if you were able to, yes, if you were able to overcome that fear, do you plan on going down that path again, the path of childbirth? Is it something you would want to do? Is it something you want to try out again? Try out. Is this something you want to do? What is wrong with you? Is this something you would want to do again? Is this something you want to experience? Is it really a beautiful experience as people make it seem? Or what is your opinion on it? I'm going to be making another video of this, a part 2 of this video, and then hopefully that will be when I have had a full experience. So help me God. And whoa, I'll tell you guys how I was able to overcome it. Thanks for stopping by today again. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit on the notification bell, so that whenever I post the videos, you will be the first to know, or the second. I remain Doris J. This is Zinala Trends. I love you so much. Thanks for your support. And from me and Victor, it's bye bye. Mwah. I love you guys.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you.